So we are live on YouTube. So welcome everyone, all those who would be watching now or perhaps later in the replays. So here we are also live on Facebook, and it's wonderful to be here with episode 357 of Light Up with Tejaswini Live. So quickly join in. So we'll wait for some time. So I'm waiting for everyone to join in. Aisha, hello. Martinez, hello. So number one and two, so welcome. Pooja Kalwani, hello. You're number three. Martinez, where are you watching me from? Mukarram, hello. Ami, hello. Okay, Belize in the Caribbean. So welcome, Martinez. That's wonderful. Sangeeta, hello. All those who have not yet followed my page, you can follow it instantly now so that you get the notifications when the page goes live. You need to follow the page to get the notification. Okay, so let's start and let people keep coming in and joining in. So, episode 357, Light Up with Tejaswini Live. I'm Chandana, your host for this weekly session. I'm founder of Tejaswini, this wellness platform. And I'm live from my page. This is the page called Tejaswini's Tarot. So, we have two pages on Facebook, Tejaswini and Tejaswini's Tarot. We also have a Facebook group called Tejaswini, and you can follow this page for getting the live notifications for the tarot live sessions which are held weekly. Not only tarot live, but we do activations, we do the energy readings, we do discuss the cosmic energies, we do a whole lot of things in this 1.5 hour power packed session. So, welcome to another episode of Light Up with Tejaswini, and I'm excited to have you join me today as we explore the powerful energies of the solar eclipse and the equinox. So, today's theme is solar eclipse and the equinox. And before we dive in, I have some exciting news to share. Tejaswini has been featured in a magazine called Asia Connect, which is a business magazine, and which features startups and entrepreneurs. So this is an article titled Tejaswini from Inner Work to Modern Wellness. And I'm truly honored. And the article also mentions my book, which is Mystical Encounters, Messages from Deities and Divine Beings. So there are some key passages, maybe two, three passages I would like to read to you from the article, which will give you just a snapshot of what we are doing and for what we have been recognized. So the article, page two of the article says, the screenshot two of the article says that in an age of constant noise, burnout, and disconnection, Tejaswini stands as a beacon of balance and transformation. Founded by Chandana Singh, which is me, a former corporate leader turned holistic wellnesspreneur, Tejaswini bridges the gap between modern pressures and inner peace. Uh, Chandana's journey to Tejaswini began long before it became a formal platform. And after years of success in international trade, she felt a deep inner calling, a desire to create meaningful change, not just for herself, but for others seeking purpose. What started as a personal quest for self discovery in 2012 evolved into a full fledged platform by 2018, offering life coaching, intuitive guidance, wellness education, and more. And Tejaswini is not just a business, it's a mission. So that's what we are, a mission built entirely on authenticity and organic growth. The platform operates without funding or conventional revenue models. Instead, it thrives on genuine engagement, consistent content. We are very consistent, if you have noticed. No matter what the situation, we'll be there. Uh, and yes, we believe in genuine engagements, which is coming from you, coming through your live sessions, through your engagement with our pages. And its reach is substantial with a growing digital presence and also a thriving app, the Tejaswini app that makes holistic wellness accessible to people across the world. And what sets Tejaswini apart is its unique blend of intuitive insight, strategic thinking, and lived experience. We combine tools like Reiki, neurolinguistic programming, meditation, energy healing with a practical, relatable approach. And the weekly live show Light Up with Tejaswini Live also has found a mention, has been streaming non-stop for more than 5 years, offering free energy guidance and inspiring a loyal guidance audience. So thank you all of you, the loyal audience who is always here. And this is a wonderful reminder that the work we do together, whether it is energy work, meditations, energy activations, tarot readings, is being recognized globally. And I'm so grateful for all of you for being part of this journey. So, for all those who haven't yet, you can pre order your copy of Mystical Encounters. And this is the book, which is my latest offering. And the link of the book is in the pinned comment in the description box also, and also featured here in the live stream. Also, don't forget to download the Tejaswini app, and on the app you can explore guided meditations. The link is also given in the comments. You can explore guided meditations, you can do energy work, you can explore our signature guided meditations. For instance, the past life regression guided meditation I have been talking about on the page. Today, we will do sort of an activation where we will try to connect, which uses the concept of connection to our spirit guides, to our energy guides, to our inner guides. So, we have all these guided methods and meditations on our page. And right now, with multiple planetary retrogrades happening, and just a few days before the final solar eclipse, we have a solar eclipse on September 21, September 22, we have the equinox, the Libra equinox. This is the perfect time to meditate, explore our guided meditations. And also, this is the fortnight of the ancestors. So, connecting to our guides, connecting to our ancestors, perfect time to connect with your ancestral lineages, to connect with our guided meditations. And I'll be giving the link of my signature past life regression guided process after some time so that you can explore it. And I'll give it to you in the link here. It's already there up on my page. Okay. So now let's talk about the solar eclipse. What is the solar eclipse is a powerful celestial event where the moon blocks the sun, and it is a time of uh, new beginnings, supposed to be a time of new beginnings, sudden insights, deep shifts. So this coming September 21, the eclipse occurs at 29 degrees Virgo. And this is 29 degree is the last, almost the last degree. So this is a critical degree that sort of enhances, that sort of amplifies the energies of healing, of releasing the old patterns, of the energies of organization, and basically releasing the old. So we are in a cycle of endings and maybe new beginnings. So, and the energy of the solar eclipse, which is September 21, will be very powerful, even stronger than what we have felt before. And some of you may already be feeling it building now. And the energies are very different. The energies are would be something like removing whatever is sort of false or whatever is not required or not aligned to our truths. Anything which is shaky or anything which is built on something shaky is likely to be shaken off, is likely to show up and get shaken off. Anything, any kind of patterns, ego patterns related to, say, any kind of negative emotion, control, blame, fear, manipulation, resistance, all that also can be exposed. So it's like you have the tower card in the tarot. So this is like a tower moment. Very, it's intense. The energies are intense, and it's meant to clear out what doesn't belong. So this season or this eclipse is powerful in the way that nothing stays hidden. So nothing is sort of everything is coming up. There is, so what can come up is any kind of emotional wounds, emotional manipulation, old betrayals, old trust wounds, wounds related to sexuality, too much of attachments to certain things which are no longer required, to certain, it could be certain roles, it could be certain identities. And so we'll be asked to look into all this. where we ourselves are hurt or where we may be hurting others. Old karmic ties can come up to be dissolved, and all sorts of emotional reactions uh, which are sort of in the shadow can come up under the eclipse. For instance, anger or irritation. And what we need to if we know that this is likely to happen, then we will not project it outwards. So it's very good to know what is happening and how the energies are going to influence us. So do not project it outwards, instead turn inwards and use it as a mirror for healing. So, this energy is powerful, it is divine, and divine intervention energy. And we are all rising, time to rise even higher. Old programming and free will, old programming is sort of being taken off, stripped away. Hello, Purnima. So it's getting stripped off. There may be some resistance, but that's just like as if we are clinging to something of the past. The ego is clinging. So the energies are strong. They can burn away whatever is not the truth, whatever is the false, so that only truth will stay. And as a collective, we are being reset into alignment with our highest purpose. So are all being, as a collective, we are being realigned. What is the truth, the clarity will surface, and whatever is hidden, whatever is in the shadows, whatever is trying to hide, or whatever, that is likely to come up for healing. So the eclipse is going to shine the light on all these things which are right now in the shadow. And it is very important when all this things surfaces not to take things personally, not to blame, not to judge, not to project these emotions outwards. And everything is happening for a balance. Hello, Mona. Welcome. So the purpose is, and which is served by the equinox, which comes up just after the solar eclipse, moving towards harmony, moving towards peace, moving towards love, moving towards unity, moving towards prosperity. After that, we start with the Navratri season. And so what we need to do is we need to understand this energy and use this energy ahead of time. A lot of us may feel, because the energies are intense, we may feel the energy physically as well as emotionally. So, very important for us to prepare ourselves through grounding, being very balanced, grounded, not to forget our spiritual practices like meditations and whatever energy healing or whatever healing work that we do for ourselves. Hello, Neelam, welcome. So, whatever is not serving you, this is the time to reflect on that. Releasing the old habits, fears, or relationships that hold you back. This solar eclipse is going to ask us to do it. So, this eclipse is all about release, alignment, and stepping into your true self. And that opens the gate to new beginnings. So, the solar eclipse will complete the release and will also bring up new beginnings. In this period, you can use a white candle, light a white candle, meditate for clarity. You can do a smudging ritual, you can do a cleansing bath, use crystals like the dark colored crystals, the black crystals like tourmaline to absorb, to ground you, even clear quartz. And then following the eclipse, we have the equinox on September 22nd. And the equinox is when the day and the night are equal. So it symbolizes balance, harmony, connection with nature, reflection. And this is the time when we need to align our goals with our what we truly want from our heart, and focus on restoring balance in your life, whether it is physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Restore balance in our lives. So best activities for the equinox is to spend time in nature, meditate on our intentions, our objectives for the coming season, release what we no longer need, and invite new blessings. And after this, the sun will move into Libra, which is, hello Sushma, how are you? Good evening. The sun will move into Libra, bringing the energy. So it will take on the energy of harmony, relationships, creativity, diplomacy. Also, at this time, there are many retrogrades in play, 4 to 5 planetary retrogrades. So, this is a very powerful season to reflect, realign, and reconnect. So this was, I just gave you a brief of the solar eclipse energies, the equinox energies. If anyone has missed it out, this will be available in the replay. Okay. Now the next part I will go to is the collective tarot. I will do some tarot, but we will check out the collective, the energies for all of us as a whole, collective energies for the collective for solar eclipse and the equinox, right? So we'll see what the energies, and you can listen to it, and whatever resonates with you, that will be perfect because uh, Sushma Singh is saying not fine. What happened to you, Sushma Singh? We'll check out the energies. What are the energies? The energies are powerful, as I said, and this can be felt physically also. So let's see what are the. Hello, Pallavi. How are you? Let's see the collective energies at the moment for the solar eclipse and the equinox. Okay, now this period, the solar eclipse is going to bring up a lot of things, as I mentioned, the shadow parts. Sushma, feeling low. Okay, listen to now what I'm saying about you missed out the first part. This is very much connecting to the energies which are prevailing at the moment. Already we are feeling the effect of the solar eclipse. Yes, you may be feeling low. Emotions, suppressed emotions, or emotions which were in the shadow, which are suppressed or repressed, will now come up. And you may feel that as low, or as depressed, or as anxiety, or as uh, you may feel moody, you may feel withdrawn. This is what the card is saying: moody, withdrawn, or it could be on the other side also, being too controlling, or so any side, mostly feeling low, emotional, withdrawn, moody. Uncontrolled outbursts is another thing. Maybe you somebody could experience a bout of anger, or some hidden anger could come up. Tension could be revealed. And generally, suppression of your intuition. You're not turning inwards, you're not centering, you're not going inwards. Blocked psychic powers and repression of intuition. Yes, so it is going to bring up all this solar eclipse so that we move towards balance. So we will be shown the imbalances, the lack. Wherever we are lacking the balance, that is going to be shown to us. The lack of balance, or the lack of organization, or anything that we are doing poorly in terms of our decisions. Either we are doing in excess, or either we are doing too little about it. So all this is going to be shown to us, and the purpose is, as I said, move towards balance. Balance yourself. Lack of confidence, somebody may be feeling lack of confidence, or maybe feeling as if you're not growing enough, or a sense of insecurity. Somebody could be feeling overbearing also, which is on the other side, being too overbearing, being controlling. And that's because somewhere you are insecure. That's why you become controlling. Control will stem from insecurity. Overbearing, disharmony, tendency to neglect certain things in your life. So all this will come up to show you that, yeah, this needs to be settled. This needs to be worked out. This needs to go. Sushma says absolutely correct. Yes, because I have these four cards which are so strong. They're so strongly telling me these, whatever I'm talking. They're so strongly, clearly, plainly, they're telling me that this is what is happening. So all this is moving towards what? This is the final card in my spread, which says new beginnings. So the solar eclipse eventually, after it brings up all the shadow and it pulls out, it's sort of pulling out, shining the light on the shadows, the eclipse. And then what it is doing is it is ushering in the new beginnings. So you see all these eclipses, and this is the final eclipse. So it is going to finish the work. Whatever we started with the lunar eclipse, say a month back, whatever was going on is likely to be completed. And new beginnings. New beginnings could happen. New creativity could spark within us. We may find a new passion, we may find a new way of doing something, we may get back our enthusiasm and motivation. And we may want to move ahead now with some sense of urgency. So we are moving towards this. So don't worry, keep your balance, keep your uh, observe what is coming up, because whatever is coming up now is something that needs to go. Let's see the love cards for the collective. What is happening? Love energies. Love energies around this season. Okay, you could be, your soulmate connections could be showing you where the work needs to be done. The soulmate is always a mirror, always a reflection, shows you where you need to. A relationship works as a mirror. It tells you where you need to work, where you need to learn. And a soulmate is the first person who will show it to you, because soulmate has been there life after life. So soulmate lessons could be coming up. Love yourself first. So very important to pay attention to yourself. Self esteem, self respect. Do not run after other people. Do not cling. Do not get yourself hooked or attached too much. Self respect is something which is important. Your self respect will make you eventually more attractive to the other person. So keep your self respect. Retreat. It's also a time where you can also take out time, especially to spend time with your loved one, to disconnect from other things and take some time out to specially be with your loved one. Okay, so this was in short the collective reading. I hope you found something here which is of relevance to you personally. Some emotion or something that we discussed over here, I'm sure applies to each one of you who is listening or would listen to me later. Okay. Hello, Anupam Ghosh. Okay, now before we go to the individual readings, meanwhile, please share this live in your groups, get your sharer badge. We will do a special activation process for the solar eclipse and the equinox. And this process, you can do it now with me. It's a small, short process. You can do it later, during the solar eclipse, before the solar eclipse, after the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is on 21st. Okay. This process will be available on the replay. Okay. Now, all the live sessions are available only for 30 days now. So this will be there for you to look at it during the eclipse. Okay, so this, in this guided activation, I will use my book which is called Mystical Encounters. We will use this image which signifies, this is the image of Ardhanarishwar, half Shiva, half Shakti, and which signifies the cosmic balance, the supreme balance, the inner balance. And we will use this image for the activation, and this is designed to help you You can also connect many of some of you, if you're doing it seriously or if you repeat the process, you can even connect with your spirit guides and higher self. And I will be using a message from this book, which I will design my process around that message. So I will be drawing out a message from this book. This book is like an oracle where you yourself can draw out your own messages if you have the book with you, whether it is a Kindle copy or it is a paperback. The book is available internationally on Amazon. If it is not available in your country, you can't find it on Amazon, you just have to go to Amazon US, amazon.com, and you can get a Kindle copy straight away. Okay, so I will be using a grounding message from this book, and then I will be going to the activation process. And as I said, this is designed to help you connect with your spirit guides, with your higher self, activation for the solar eclipse. Okay, so the grounding message is coming now from chapter 6, section 6, and it's called Masters and Guides. This is the section 6, and it's called Masters and Guides, and this is called Spirit Guides. The term spirit guide refers to higher wisdom of energy within you or outside you, who watches, teaches, heals, and helps you on your journey in this earth plane. So here was this, I in this passage which I'm going to read to you. Here I recount a session where a lady who was my client, who came to me for she wanted to connect to her spirit guide, and she wanted help in that. So I did a guided meditation with her, and she connected very beautifully to her spirit guide, and her guide appeared as a monk by a lake which was resembling the our Mansarovar lake on the holy Kailash. And he gave her certain gifts, the spirit guide, in the meditation, and guided her on a particular path. And this is a beautiful example of the guidance you may receive when you open yourself to the energies of the eclipse and the equinox. Okay, so I'll be reading a small passage here. Uh, and I have given a name to this lady, and it is not the real name, it is just a name which is given here. And I am saying this, I'm reading a small passage. So this is happening in the meditation, this is what she is experiencing in my guided meditation. Okay, and this is all recounted by her and noted down by me. Okay, so Radhika sat by the lake. She encountered this lake in the meditation, in her mind, this lake which resembled the Mansarovar lake. She sat by the lake praying and meditating, and she saw it was night, and she was meditating in the night, and there were lotus flowers in the lake, and in the morning the lotus started furling its petals, preparing to close. And then she saw something come up in the waters. It was a beautiful white sparkling shank, a conch shell. Careful not to touch the waters of the healing lake, she felt it was a healing lake. The waters were healing. She slowly picked up the conch shell, and she received the guidance that her work was over and she must now move out from that lake. This is just part of the meditation which I am reading out, which I recorded her experience and which I am reading out. After moving out from the lake, Radhika felt that she did not know now where to go. The lake area was over. Now her spirit guide, who was the monk, a boy who had appeared earlier in the meditation, once again appeared and directed her to a path in the mountains. And before leaving, the boy, spirit guide, had something to give to her. He gave her a black rectangular crystal and a shiny metallic coin and bid her goodbye. Now, in general, black crystals such as hematite, black tourmaline, onyx are very powerful protective crystals. And besides being a grounding force, they give a sense of well being and shield from harm. And coin is a prosperity symbol for wealth and abundance. So Radhika felt truly blessed with the exquisite gifts from her guide in a truly divine dimension that she had visited during the guided meditation. The session ended with thanksgiving to all the guides and energies who had assisted her in the process. So this is part of the process that we did with her, and where she wanted to meet her spirit guide, and we did it through this guided process which has been recorded here. And today's activation is built on this, on the themes which is coming up here in the passage which I have read to you. Okay, so if you all are ready, we will do the process, activation process, which is solar eclipse plus equinox activation, say for 10 minutes, after which we will do the individual tarot readings. So, if you have a copy of this book, I know many of you have the copy, you can bring it, you can hold it in your hands. And if you don't, you can close your eyes and imagine the cover of this book. Lord Shiva's Ardhnarishwar image, powerful image radiating energy. And Shiva represents transformation, destruction of illusion, alignment with the truth, which is perfect for this solar eclipse and the equinox. So I would like you to just sit comfortably, take 3 deep breaths, deep inhale and exhale. And the 3 deep breaths will sort of help you ground. And you can imagine that there are roots growing from your feet down into the earth. And these roots, when you imagine these roots, that helps you further ground, like a tree grounds with the help of its roots, a plant grounds with the help of its roots. So we also ground with this in this meditation with our imaginary roots from our feet, anchoring us to the Mother Earth. So deep, slow breathing, imagining the roots going down into the earth, anchoring you, and now feeling a beam of light from above. Feel a beam of light is coming up, coming down from above, down into your crown, entering your crown, top of your head, and filling you with that light. If you have the book with you, you can keep the book in your hand. You can keep it here close to you. Or if you don't have it, as I said, you can see the cover with Shiva, his presence watching over you. I'm holding the cover here. And you can say to yourself, Whisper inwardly, guide me, protect me, align me with my highest self. Align me with my highest self. And now imagine that you are sitting by a very beautiful lake, a very beautiful sacred lake like the Kailash Mansarovar lake. Imagine the most sacred lake that you've ever seen, calm and still under the night sky. And you are seated at the shore of the lake, and you have the book with you. And the Shiva image here, as you're sitting by the lake, this image begins to glow, merging with the light in the water. Imagine that the image of Shiva here begins to glow, merging with the light on the water. If you're imagining it's day, it's going to be the sunlight. If it is night for you, it's like moonlight on the water. And from that light, you can imagine that a figure comes forward. Whatever form you may give to the figure, male, female, any being, any higher energy, even an animal guide may appear. So, in any form, whatever comes first to you, so you can trust your first impression. A guide comes forward in any form which is right for you. And the guide has some gift to offer to you. You can open your hand and let the guide place that gift in your hands. Whatever comes first, whatever you feel first, is your gift from your guide. So, trusting your first impression is very important. And then he, she, or the being, in whatever form you can imagine or visualize, gives you a black crystal, places a black crystal in your palm. The black crystal absorbs negativity, protects your energy, and then the guide places a metallic coin in your palm. The coin is a symbol of karmic balance and value, spiritual value, prosperity. And then you can hold these gifts in your hands, place them in your heart, and let the energy of the gift integrate, enter your heart, integrate with your heart. And as you're doing that, you can imagine that in the water of the lake, lotuses are blooming. Beautiful lotuses in the lake. And the light of the color of the lotus is like spreading across the lake, whatever color comes to you, pink, red. The light spreads across the lake, showing beauty. And the lotus is a symbol of transformation. You're always growing, even when you don't realize it. So the lotuses are beautiful. Breathe in their color, breathe in their fragrance, and feel the peace filling inside you. Also, in the lake now, you can see the shanks, the conch shells. shimmering, small, small chunks, small, big, the conch shells, the small shells, big and small. And your guide, whom you imagined or visualized or saw, picks one of these chunks, these conch shells, a big one, and blows into it. The sound is deep, resonant, clearing. The conch sound is supposed to awaken the truth and bring in higher vibration. So imagine the conch sound, the sound of the shank, the sound of the conch, long, deep, resonant sound. The echo also of the shank, the sound of the shank is very powerful. So with every echo, old patterns, old attachments, old karmic cords dissolve into the water. And imagine that the sound of the shank is clearing your mind, body, and spirit. And now the guide is now pointing to a path in the mountain. And you're walking towards the mountain now because the guide has shown you the mountain and you're now walking towards the mountain. And the book is still in your hand and the Shiva image is glowing in your hand. The Shiva cover here becomes like a torch of light, illuminating your path. And as you're moving towards the mountain, with every step, you leave behind fear, you leave behind resistance, you leave behind any kind of negative emotion or negative aspect which you don't have to carry with you in your forward journey. And now you're moving towards the mountain and you're reaching the top of the mountain. And from the top, you can see the whole lake now glowing with lotuses, filled with the sound of the shanks, the conch. And now you can imagine that this cover, this image of the glowing image of Shiva in his Ardhanarishwar form, the masculine, feminine, the energies in harmony, in balance, are merging in your heart center. And you can say to yourself, I align with my truth, my heart, body, mind, spirit are all aligned. I'm balanced, I'm centered. I welcome the new energies of love and light. I'm centered, I'm energized, I'm balanced. I release the old and I welcome the new template of love and light. And see a sphere of light now wrapping around you. So beautiful spiritual light is now wrapping around you, sealing you in with its protection, with its wisdom, the black crystal, the metallic coin, the lotus wisdom, the conch vibration, and Shiva's protection. And now you can once again take the 3 deep breaths, 3 deep inhale, 3 deep exhale. Feel your feet on the ground, your body fully present, and slowly open your eyes when you are ready. And this activation through mystical encounters reminds us that even in times when things appear dark or things appear gloomy or not so clear, the lotus always blooms. The conch always calls us back to truth and the energy of balance, as reflected in the cover of this book, lights our path forward. And that is the energy we need for our eclipse, for the equinox, and as we move forward into the Navratri season. So all those who did this session or who could go along with the process, this process obviously is available in the replay for 30 days. So you have time. You can do it again during the eclipse, before the eclipse, even through the as the Navratri starts. You can do this process, and you can. This is a complete activation. All those, if you have the book, it is well and good. If you don't have the book, you can, the link is given in the pinned comment. You can get a copy, even a Kindle copy. The cover is very beautiful even in the Kindle, and the paperback, this is a very magnetic uh, image here. And I've heard stories about the cover, how it has affected people. If you go to the reviews uh, on of the book on, I think on Amazon US, international review, some international review, and I have also given a screenshot of that review in my page. So where the cover itself, the energy of the cover was such that this person felt a whole lot of healing. Okay, so anyone who has done the process, let me give me a feedback. Sushma Singh felt lighter. Great. Do it at your convenience. Do it with the help of the replay. Do it during this eclipse window, and then let me know how you felt. Okay, so let's now go to the individual session tarot readings. How many of you have got the sharer badge? Suparna Acharji. Suparna, we are doing general readings. So, general readings. And for any, if you have any specific questions, you need to fix up a personal tarot reading. तो आपका जनरल कार्ड देखते हैं, सुपर्णा। I do get a card of happy family, reunion और स्टेबिलिटी का कार्ड है. सो थिंग्स शुड बी बेटर. ओके. उमेर बंगाश. कुछ चेंज का कार्ड है और एक्शन का कार्ड है. तो क्विक एक्शन. तो आपको जो भी करना है वो जल्दी, फास्ट एक्शन डिमांड्स फास्ट एक्शन. तो कुछ तो फास्ट होगा. और ओके. पल्लवी मोहाले. In your case, Pallavi, things are moving slow. Maybe you're feeling as if things are getting delayed or slow progress ho raha hai. Yeah, opportunities are getting missed out. So this period around the eclipse and the equinox slightly slow. ठीक है, take your time. Okay. शीना अंकित जैन. शीना. Something is ending and something new is going to start for you. So whatever is ending, you need to let go. Could be in a relationship, something new is starting, or some new emotion is coming up, which is positive. Okay. So some kind of new beginning. Daisy Rawat. I get the Lovers card for you. So things related to love, marriage, soulmates, relationship to your dear ones. These could be coming up, and or it could also be doing things where you which you really love or which you are passionate about. Okay, this could also be maybe a choice, major a time where you need to make choices about what you really love. Okay, and will ask for commitment, more commitment from you. Okay, all the best. Pooja Kalwani. Somewhere you are feeling as if things are stagnant, it's not moving forward, and maybe you're disappointed. Not to get disappointed, not to feel the burden so much. I also get a card of partnership, balance, harmony. So a partnership is helping you. Could be a personal partnership or okay. Aisha Khan. Aisha Khan. Card is saying learn from the past, learn from your mistakes, learn from past. There is an unwillingness to learn, so it is the growth which you expect is probably not happening. So it is like you need to see the pattern of the past and you need to break through that pattern. Okay, be positive, be motivated. Somewhere I can see lack of enthusiasm. Okay, so just be more positive and look to the past for the lessons. Princess Helena, are you feeling too stressed out or exhausted or feeling as if you have reached the culmination of something? No more. I can see that sort of energy. So stay positive, stay, again, as I said earlier, look at the lessons, look at the past for the lessons to take you forward. Okay. शुप्रिया मंडल, आपकी जनरल कार्ड में देख रही हूँ क्वेश्चंस के लिए. whoever wants questions, you need to book a session with me. Sessions can be done through phone call, audio calling, through video calling, through even WhatsApp.